Guys, it's happened. Fortnite have changed something in the recent update, and it is potentially going to affect your frames, or at least, if not, cause a lot of confusion. So, right here, you can see that I've got 3 options. Previously, if you had the right settings, you had everything optimized, you maybe followed my game user settings video, my Fortnite full settings optimization video, and you were using performance mode, or maybe DirectX 11. I don't know why you'd be using that, but you were probably using performance mode, right? Unless you've got, those like potato graphics enabled. But you most likely would have only had 2 options here. Now we have 3. As you can see, DirectX 11 shows in here by default. Yes, that is right. I just had a viewer. They contacted me. They were confused. They were saying, I've followed your video and I've tried to disable the DirectX 11. But for those of you that know, that download option where you can actually choose to, or in your install options, not install DirectX 11, like the DirectX 11 shaders, because you don't really need them. If you don't use it, you don't need them. It's something extra to download. It's going to take space. It's going to take resources. And in that case, it's installed into the game. It's always there, and without it, we all knew this, but it will better performance. You would get better FPS in this case. Honestly, and thankfully, it isn't that much of a difference. I don't think you're gonna drop like anywhere, not even like 20 frames from this, but it's still annoying for you people that struggle for FPS and you struggle for storage and download space. Like this update particular was very big. And to clarify, this is update 33.1 or 33.10. It released December 10th, which is the day I'm recording this video. But yeah, this causes a lot of problems. Unnecessary problems. It doesn't need to be in the game. There is an option, but I guess the reason they've put it here, they've put it in your game user settings, it's probably so it's more visible, you know? They don't want to make people go through like 10 different avenues and have to go in their launcher options to find it. Although to be fair, it was by default enabled, you know? Like if you launch your game, you had to manually disable it in your Epic launcher options. You know, that's the whole point of the optimizations. That's why we told you to do this. So when I really think about it, yeah, it doesn't actually make sense. They didn't need to do this. If you had enabled it or even disabled it or went back, like, you know, vice versa, you knew how to do that because you had to know how to do that, if that makes sense. If you install Fortnite fresh, and even when it's like rolled out initially, it was enabled by default. DirectX 11 shown here by default. We chose to turn it off to save space and to get better performance, to increase our FPS. But cat's out the bag, it's back. A lot of people don't know this, but it's back, it's here. You can't disable it. There's nothing in your game user settings to disable it. There's nothing, you know, elsewhere to disable it, as long as you are not using it. And as long as you are not enabling it, like quite literally by using the rendering mode, you'll be fine. You may lose maybe a little bit of FPS, storage space. Yes, I'm sure it's very annoying, but there is nothing we can really do. I don't know why they did this, but they did this. Epic Games hates us. And now, as I promised, over here, if I go to options, you can see that there's no more option. There's no DirectX 12 shaders option, which you can either choose to install or not install. It's just not here. If I scroll down, it's not here. It's just not here, guys. Trust me, check it for yourself. It's not here. And I don't think Fortnite included this in the patch notes. Like anywhere, this was not included. It's just something they kind of did under our nose and they got away with it, because what can we do? Nothing. Maybe they'll fix this. I can't imagine it being a bug or an error. It is what it is.